Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
So, liquidity. Let's jump right on into it. Yeah, dude, liquidity. So, in the last video, we went over why the market moves, trends, highs and lows, all that shit. And last night, me and the trading students got on live, and I don't think I made a lot of sense. So, number one, I'll be getting Discord Nitro. Not happy about it, but because I feel like a fucking chud having Discord Nitro. But it's worth it because I want you guys to learn. So, we know that the market moves in trends. We know it moves up. We know it moves down. We know it moves sideways. I also, in the last video, told you guys why it moves. Well, news, Jews, stuff with boobs. That was fucking stupid. News, economic health, blah blah blah. Trump says this, market goes boom, right? Cool. So, when the market moves, it is always moving towards a point of liquidity, right? So, what is liquidity? It is an area or a price range where large amounts of orders are waiting to be filled. And TJR, shout out you. I'm basically going to copy what you said because this made the most sense to me. So when you press buy, right? Like when you are longing, and when you're longing, you're expecting the market to go up. When you're shorting, you're expecting it to go down. When you are pressing buy, you're not buying a share of the NASDAQ. You're not saying, oh, let me buy one NASDAQ for $25,000. Most of you, me included, I don't have $25,000 to just throw at the market so that I can make a couple $100. It's not, or a couple thousand. It's not how it works. So how the stock market works is when you take a position, you are essentially betting on the future. So you are buying a position saying, I believe that if we are at 27,222, we will go to 27,400, right? In this amount of time, in a day or less, right? And so when you take that position, there's these things called quant bots, blah, rah, scary. And they are taking a position against you. So the firm, whatever you trade on as a whole, computers have agreed, okay, we will allow you to hold this position and we will bet against you. So they make money if you lose and you make money if you win. I don't want to look, if you want to know exactly how trading works and what happens when you enter a trade, how does the dollar amount, blah, 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 valuation, blah, blah, like I said in the last one, if you are looking for ridiculously advanced concepts and just info, stop watching me. I'm here to teach you how to trade, how to master this guy up here, and how to make some fucking money and stop working your fuck ass job. That's it. So you're taking an order and they are allowing it to get filled so that they can make money or you can make money. Right? Somebody has to buy your order when you take it. So actually, you know what? Here's
Hi.
why.
We're Charity Water. If we lost you at charity, we get it. Give us a moment.
Think big. Think positive. Never show.
Okay. This makes no sense to you probably. Orders, trading. You are trading positions with somebody. When you buy at 22,000, somebody is betting against you. They are saying, I'm going to sell at 22,000. And the vice versa. When you sell at 22,000, somebody has to buy. So in the old days, they did all this shit. Wall Street, oh, take my order, take my order, take my order, right? Now, it's computers. If this doesn't make sense, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep moving. Someone has to take an order against you for your order to get filled. Anyways, that's how orders get filled. So I will write this out. So a trade is when you buy or sell a position and someone or computer sells or buys against you, allowing your order to fill. Okay? Trade. Buy. Sell. Trade. Trade. You are trading. Okay? Okay? Trading. So, why are we talking about liquidity? Well, because that's where orders can get filled. Where there is high liquidity, high amounts of orders get filled. Where there is low liquidity, low amounts of orders are getting filled. Meaning that if it's high, the market is moving strongly in one direction. If it's low, the market is not moving as strongly. You are able to get, I want to put this in perspective. You can get your order filled very easily in a low liquidity market because it's just boom, boom, okay. There's not much risk involved for anyone. So, where is liquidity? Liquidity is everywhere in the market. It is all over here. But, like I said, there's low liquidity and there's high liquidity. There's not a lot of liquidity over here. Why? The market's moving sideways. We are not doing much here. So there's not a ton of liquidity. Not a ton of orders waiting to be filled. Now, up here, there is a shitload of orders waiting to get filled. Why? Well, because when we reach this price point, a bunch of orders get filled and we go way down. Okay? The highest points of liquidity are going to be your session highs, your session lows, your hourly and 4 hourly highs and lows, right? So right now we are on the hour chart. Okay? This is Asia's high. I mark it in yellow because, yeah, I'm not racist, but it just makes it easy. Okay? Again, Asia is from 18 o'clock or 7 p.m. Eastern to 3 a.m. Eastern. So that would mean Asia's low is right here. I'll zoom way, way, way in. Okay, Asia's high, Asia's low. Now, where is London? London opens at 3, the highest point. Well, if we look, you can't really see it on my screen, but move up, move down. Highest point of London is here. I marked them in red because we took their country and we're goated. Well, we used to be goated. Okay. London, in my opinion, London ends at 8:30. It ends at 12, but pre-market for New York opens at 8:30. So U.S. money is starting to come into the market. So London's low is somewhere right around here. All right, I'm not going to go into the 5-minute, but you can find lows a lot easier on the 5-minute. It's the lowest point of the session and the highest point of the session. Cool? Okay. Now, if we look, I just want to show you guys something. Because where does liquidity lie? It lies especially in session highs and lows. Okay, so here is London's high. I want us to look at this candle. I want us to look at this candle. These are days apart, but there's always a strong push towards these points, okay? Now, Asia's low. Right when London opens, it comes and takes it out. Boom. Okay? And then we have New York session, but I don't need to talk about that since we mostly trade New York. Okay, Asia's low gets taken out instantly. London's low gets taken out instantly. in New York session. Okay? So these are strong areas of liquidity. Why? I can't tell you the exact science behind it, but there's lots of orders that people fill in these sessions. So the Asians get all their stuff ready to go, and they have their orders placed for the day. The Londons or the Brits get their shit ready to go. They have their orders placed for the day. New York is who runs the market, who runs the futures market. So they will come in and they will take out these points of liquidity, which allows the big guys in London and the big guys in Asia their shit to get filled. Meaning that we can continue. New York has all this liquidity to keep pushing down. Okay? Another really good point for liquidity is hourly highs. Okay. Boom. Mark that in black. Clusters, as I call them. And I will teach, there will be more videos that come out about where to target, why. But these are good points of liquidity. I just want to show you guys where it lies. Hourly high, hourly high, hourly high. Boom. Okay. We reverse, and what do? We come take out this hour, and we go right at this hour. We don't take it out, but we go for it. Okay. Oops. Also, hourly lows. Boom. Look, we take this out and we come back up. Okay? We take this out and we come back up. Okay? I will do all sorts of stuff on where to target, but I just want to show you where it is on the charts. Hourly highs, hourly lows, session highs, session lows. These are huge points of liquidity. You can see it every day. Here's a session high. This is a New York session high. What happens? Well, the next day, we come take it out. And in London session, we start moving towards it, and New York finishes the job. This point right here is a session high. We come and take it out. Okay? Another good example, this is Asia's high. We come and take it out. Okay? So the market moves in sessions. Each session is going to do something. And the more you guys learn strategy, the more you learn stuff, the better it's going to kind of make sense. So, liquidity lies, session highs, session lows, hourly highs, and 4-hour highs. And the rest of this stuff, don't worry about it just yet. Okay, so we know that liquidity is a large area where we know that it's an area or price range where a large amount of orders are getting filled. Okay, so why does all this matter? And who moves the market, right? I kind of said it before. Market makers move the market. All right. You and I, we do not move the market. A single order from us, even if it's 100K, if you are risking 100K per trade, you are not a market mover. I'm sorry to tell you. These guys are playing around with billions and billions per day, right? These are large financial institutions, the banks, hedge funds, firms, a small little country somewhere over there, that is who moves the market. So when we talk about liquidity, when a large amount of orders from us can get filled somewhere, it's a really good buying or selling point for the market makers. Because where us retail traders think, I think the market's going to move up here. So does a million other people. So they buy, moves up, moves up, moves up. Now, the market makers get to sell at a discount. And I'll show. right? So, liquidity matters for this reason. We come all the way up here, and a large amount of buy orders are getting filled all the way up to here. Now, a bunch of people are saying, oh, I think it's going to keep going up. I think it's going to keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. The market makers get in right around here, okay? And they start selling. Again, billions of dollars worth. So everyone who's trying to buy here gets stopped out. The market makers get a perfect entry, and then everyone realizes, oh shit, we got to sell. And they get in right around here, or even down here. So if you know how to trade, this is where you're entering, right? But everyone is getting stopped out here, and the market makers get to ride this whole thing down, okay? Because of liquidity. Because all of you put your money and your bets up here. The market makers see that. They have bots that can see everything. And they fill their sell orders here. Because there's so many buy orders, so someone's got to take a position against them for that trade to happen. So the sell orders get filled, the buy orders get filled, and the sellers take control. Boom. Just like that. Same thing. Oops. Same thing down here. Right? Okay, we're gonna go down right in here, and I could actually tell you exactly why later that this is where price reverses, but right down here, everybody's selling. There is some pressure if you guys can see these wicks over here. And then a large amount of sell orders are able to get filled right here. The market makers buy, and they get to ride this all the way up. And we would be entering over here. Okay? These are called liquidity sweeps. So, I've heard liquidity sweeps explained. I have heard liquidity sweeps explained 10 million different ways, right? So here's how I'm going to explain it. Okay? You guys know what this is? You know who this guy is? He's a Sherpa. Okay? If you don't know what Sherpas do, they guide people on very difficult climbs, trails, shit like that. Right? And so imagine this. You and all your trading buddies, you're climbing up a mountain with this Sherpa. And he says, okay, keep going this way, keep going this way. Right? You can't see or know where to go without him. This specific Sherpa takes you to a cliff and says, walk forwards. All of you and your buddies walk forwards. You fall off the cliff and die. And then he takes another group up. Same thing. Then when he's done for the day, he goes all the way to the bottom and takes all of your shit. So when we're talking about liquidity sweeps, the market manipulates all the time. It is not reliable. Okay? So here is your Sherpa, literally. Climb up the mountain, climb up the mountain. Here's the cliff. Jump off. And now everybody's pressing buy right here. And the Sherpa pushes them all off. The Sherpa is the market maker, for those of you who haven't gotten the analogy yet. The Sherpa is the market maker. He pushes you off, and you die, and all your shit falls down to here. And he comes and collects it, and then he gets 10 more mountain climbers to join him again, and he pushes them off this cliff. And he collects their shit down here. Gets 10 more mountain climbers. We gotta move over a little bit. And pushes them off this cliff. So, that is an analogy, obviously, of a liquidity sweep. What is it actually? Right? Well, if liquidity is a place where a large amount of orders can get filled, then, and the market makers are taking their positions there, where is it going to be? Our session highs, our session lows, and our hourly and 4-hour highs. Okay? So look. We have, oh, I just want to see what this is. This is a New York session high. So then the Sherpa takes these guys up, pushes all their shit off, and comes and grabs it back down here. Okay? Takes it all back there. We are sweeping these highs. And this is what's known as liquidity sweep or manipulation. So when a high gets swept, it is your first sign of a reversal. So when these get swept and they don't do what this is doing, it means a large amount of orders are filling here. And the market makers are taking a position to reverse. Okay? I don't think I can make any more sense of that. Again, here, we go up, we go up, we go up, we go up. There's a bunch of highs right here. We take these highs out, and we go down. Okay? This is not traders. These are market makers. Market makers. Market makers. Market makers. Okay? They are sweeping liquidity. They are pushing you off the cliff, and whoever's stuck right there, because everyone else thinks the mountain goes higher. And they are taking your shit, collecting it at the bottom. Same thing here. You got to pay the Sherpa down here. He's taking your money right here, and then not taking you up the mountain. This is a robber. And so, a low's down here. Look, here's a low. We sweep the low right here. I'm going to zoom in just because I really, really, really want to drive this point across. Okay. So, we have a low here. Okay? This low gets swept out right here. And then what do? We go up. Okay? And what do we hit? Oh, look at that. We take out New York session highs right here. We take out Asia's highs over here. And then we sweep again right in here. And we go back down. Make sense? Liquidity sweeps. It is a position tool for the market makers. And it is your first sign that a large move is about to happen. Okay. So, I don't know if there's much else I can explain. I mean, when you're entering, right? I'm showing the hourly chart. So when we're on the 5 minute over here, fuck it, right? This was my original trade for today that absolutely got smashed, and I was break even. I want to show something. Okay? This. Yep. This is 9 o'clock. Okay? There are lows right here. What happens? Well, these lows get swept right here. Then we move up. Okay? Show you on the 5 minute. What is this? Would you believe me if I said that this is Asia's low right here? Gets swept. This is London's low. Gets swept. London's low is right here. So we sweep London's low right at market open. And then we reverse. And we move up. Okay? So if I had stayed in this trade, that would have been another 1,600 for me. So, that is liquidity. That is liquidity sweeps. My targets were previous day highs right here Boom. Boom. Check that out. And then Asian highs that were never swept. And these hourly highs up here. I bet good money that this entire thing is going to play out today. So that is why we target liquidity. Make sense? Cool. Guys, please comment. Comment on the fucking video. Like, let me know if this shit doesn't make sense. Please don't go trading with just liquidity sweeps. Please, God. You're gonna fucking lose so much if you just use liquidity sweeps. They happen everywhere. You just have to know when and what they're sweeping to be able to actually use them. So, yeah, dude. I fucking love you guys. Thank y'all for watching. I know I'm only getting like 20 views, but I don't know who they are, so you guys are goated if you're watching my videos. If you are watching and you are trying to learn, I would recommend you do this. Right? Go mark out 5 session highs and lows, Asian and London, even New York, and then 5 liquidity sweeps up and down, and just see what the market does, right? Oh shit, London got swept right here. What happens now? Oh shit, we go up. Oh fuck, Asian high got swept. Now we go down. You guys are gonna see it, and it's gonna start to make sense. So do that shit. Next video is out on Sunday. Yeah, it is fucking sick. I love you guys. Y'all are goated, and stay goated. You know what I mean? Now we'll do a little outro.
Yeah.